Hi and welcome to Coffee with My Sunshine. Today I'm going to be working on flipping some furniture that I picked up from the thrift store. So if you'd like to join me, then please keep watching. My first project is going to be this table that I picked up from Goodwill for my daughter's new apartment. She ended up using a different table that we had, so I thought it would be fun to refinish this one. And I'm just starting off by giving it a really light sanding because I'm going to be using gel stain and paint on this, so I don't need to completely strip the piece. I just need to rough it up a little bit. And then you want to make sure that you get off all the dust and any kind of, dirt and particles or whatever, so that it doesn't get into the stain. So I'm going to be using this gel stain. It's in the color Hickory. I've used gel stain before, a different brand, on our corner hutch. I'll link that video up above if you want to check it out. But these are fairly easy to use, so I'm going to try it on my table and chairs. And if you haven't used gel stain before, I don't know if you can tell, it's almost like a jello consistency. It's very jelly. And I'm not trying to completely change the color of the wood. Like, I don't want it to be solid. I just want to give it a little bit of a warmer, a little bit darker color to it. Just because not a lot of people like this orange wood color. I don't mind it. It kind of reminds me of when I was younger. And I don't know. What are your thoughts? You guys like the orangey color wood, or do you like the warmer, darker colors or gray? And you want to, if you can help it, go with the grain. I have seen videos, and I actually did it on our hutch, where they kind of like went in swirls to get it into the grain a little bit more. I don't know if that actually does anything. I actually did this on one of the other chairs, and for some reason it did not turn out. So I'm going to have to sand it and do it again. And now I'm just going to take a clean rag and wipe it off and see if it needs another coat. I don't know if it's even picking up on camera, but it did darken it up a little bit. I'm going to see after it dries fully. You have to give it, I think it's like 8 hours or something for it to dry completely before you recoat it. So I'm going to see what it looks like after that. So I decided to go with this. I got this and the color moss, but I like this one because it's a little bit greener. The other one has more of a blue tint to it, so this is what I'm going to go with. And I'm just using these brushes. I like them for chalk paint. And I already wiped these down, so hopefully that's enough because, they say you don't really need to sand if you're using chalk paint. So I'm going to end up switching rooms here because my puppy Bella was having a rough couple days and really wanted somebody in the living room with her. So I decided to finish the chairs in there. I really do like how chalk paint goes on. It seems to go on pretty even. I am going to do a second coat, I think. And I was taking a little brush just around these little spindly pieces so that I didn't get any paint onto the seat. Sorry for the angles on some of these shots. I'm working with a broken tripod right now, so it only points in limited directions. And then here's the table. I'm just going to paint the legs that same green color and then refinish the top like I did the seat of the chairs. And I did the same kind of thing with the little paintbrush up here so that I didn't get, you know, the bottom of the tabletop all gooked up and painted, because I want it to look really nice, especially if I'm going to be giving this away or selling it. And then I'm just taking that same sandpaper and just giving it a really light sanding before I put the gel stain on, and I'm going to do it the same way I did the chairs. And I didn't show it in this because I actually haven't had time to do it. We had some things come up while I was working on these projects. But I'm going to be using some polyacrylic on the top just to seal it in, and then also some wax onto the painted surfaces to seal those in. And this hickory doesn't give it, you know, like a crazy dark color. Like I said, it just kind of warms it up. You could go with like a Java or espresso finish if you wanted it to be darker. Or even they have like the mahogany, I think, and they have some really pretty colors in this gel stain. You'll just want to test it out in little, like a little section of your project, just to see if you like it. And it also darkens with each coat. And you can see right there the difference in the colors, and that's just one coat. And here they are all finished. Like I said, I still have to seal both the paint and the stain in, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm sorry about the angles and stuff. I don't have like a staging area where I can show you like big pieces of furniture, so this will have to do. But I think it's really pretty. It kind of gives it like a updated vintage look to it. Let me know what you think, and what do you think of the green celery color? And before we jump into my next project, I just wanted to tell you I am collaborating with one of my friends here on YouTube from the channel Ginger Chick Rehab. You will definitely want to subscribe to her. She is awesome. Her and her husband do some amazing flips, whether it's furniture or, you know, decor pieces from the thrift store or garage sales and stuff. They do amazing work. You'll definitely want to check her out. I will have her channel listed in my description box, and you can hop on over to see her when you're done with my video. Tell her I sent you too. For my next project, I am going to be redoing this china cabinet that I found at Goodwill. It's actually in really nice shape. I didn't do much to the top, but wipe it down and stuff. There were a few scratches that I can fill in, but I wasn't too worried about it because that top piece sits right on top of that bottom piece, so you're not going to see most of it. But I wasn't a huge fan of the really orangey wood on this. It was really, really orange. It just wasn't going to go with my dining room. Using this paint, this is from Sherwin-Williams. It's called Black Magic. Hopefully it dries darker because this actually looks gray. It actually looks really, really gray. So I might just do one and see how I like it. So I was hoping for more of like a dark, dark black. I will probably do a second coat with a roller, but we'll see how this covers. So I do end up coating over this with a more black paint. I'll show you that here in a second. I do like this gray color. It just wasn't what I had pictured for this project. And I forgot to show this on the bottom pieces, but I wiped those areas down with some mineral spirits just to get like the gook and fingerprints and stuff off. And I know a bunch of you liked my old china cabinet, and that is actually at my mom's now. So these are the handles that were on here. I'm going to save them in case one day we decide we want that look. But I ended up getting some from Hobby Lobby. And I thought they just went better with the colors in my dining room and the style. There's a tag. They were $3.99, half off. So, you know, $2, not bad for each handle. I had to get 2. And we're eventually gonna, probably this weekend, get another plate to go over this because there's another hole. I'm not sure what it was used for, but for now I'm going to put these on. So my husband ended up taking the original plates and sanding them down and sandblasting them so that they match the same color as the knobs. The only thing we have to figure out now is straightening out one of the doors because it's a little bit crooked, which makes the knobs really look crooked themselves. And here's the black chalk paint or chalkboard paint I ended up going with. I really like using this for projects, not just a chalkboard wall, because it's a really dark matte black paint and it seems to hold up really well. I've used it on many projects. So I don't know why I didn't originally start with this. It does go on looking blue like this, but I promise it turns really black. And I ended up doing 2 coats. And then I went ahead and used those same knobs on the bottom. I'll show you the after picture with the plates on there. I just want to make sure I put these knobs on so I didn't lose them until my husband was done with the metal plates. So I hope you guys really enjoyed these projects. Let me know what you think of the after shots. And also, if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe and join my YouTube family. Pop into the comments and say hi. Don't forget to click on the link in the description box and head on over to Ginger Chick Rehab. Tell her I sent you and show her some love. I hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.